Alright, let's be honest. Boobs are fascinating, aren't they? They've been celebrated in art, worshipped in pop culture, and yes, endlessly discussed by men since the dawn of time. But why exactly are men so obsessed with breasts? Is it purely biological, or is there something deeper at play? Today we're diving into the science, psychology, and even a bit of evolutionary history to answer this age-old question. Why do men love boobs? Stick around, because this is going to be both fun and surprisingly eye-opening. Before we go into our video, we have a small request. If you enjoy this kind of insider knowledge, hit that subscribe button and join the family. Every like, every comment, every new subscriber helps us keep bringing you insights you won't get anywhere else. Let's get into it. 1. Evolutionary wiring. Let's take a journey back to our ancient roots, long before Instagram influencers and Hollywood blockbusters turned breasts into icons. Imagine a time when survival and reproduction were the only priorities, and every aspect of human attraction was shaped by evolution. Back then, breasts weren't just physical features. They were billboards advertising health, fertility, and the potential to nurture new life. Here's where it gets fascinating. Unlike most other primates, human females have breasts that remain full even when they're not nursing. Why? Because our ancestors found larger, fuller breasts more attractive as they were subtle signals of reproductive capability. They hinted at a woman's ability to nourish offspring, a crucial trait in a world where survival depended on strong, healthy children. For men, being drawn to these traits wasn't a choice. It was hardwired by nature to ensure the species thrived. But it's not all about babies and biology. There's also an element of evolutionary creativity at play here. Human attraction evolved to be more complex than mere functionality. Breasts became symbols of overall health. Smooth, symmetrical, and well-formed breasts indicated good genes, proper nutrition, and a strong immune system. In essence, they were like nature's way of saying, "I'm a great partner for raising strong, healthy offspring." Here's a fun twist. Some scientists believe the fascination with breasts ties back to another evolutionary adaptation, face-to-face intimacy. Unlike most mammals, humans shifted from rear mating to front-facing encounters, making breasts a visual focal point during connection. This change made them more than just biological indicators. They became emotional and sensual cues, helping to deepen bonds between partners. So, when we talk about men's love for breasts, it's not just some superficial fascination. It's the result of millions of years of evolution, subtly shaping what we find attractive to ensure survival, connection, and the continuation of the species. Breasts are, quite literally, nature's multitasking masterpiece. 2. The power of oxytocin. All right, let's dig into the science of attraction, because there's more to this story than just what meets the eye. Imagine this. You're in a deeply intimate moment with your partner, and suddenly, without even realizing it, your brain starts working overtime, releasing a flood of chemicals. One of the stars of this chemical symphony? Oxytocin, the love hormone. Now, oxytocin isn't just any hormone. It's the secret ingredient behind bonding, trust, and connection. When men interact with breasts, whether through touch, sight, or any kind of intimacy, it triggers the release of this hormone, creating feelings of closeness and attachment. It's almost as if your brain is saying, "Hey, this person feels good. Let's keep them around." But here's where it gets even cooler. Oxytocin isn't just about creating an emotional connection. It's also the same hormone released during breastfeeding, helping mothers bond with their babies. On a subconscious level, the association between breasts and nurturing gets hardwired into our brains from the moment we're born. Later in life, this translates into an instinctive attraction to breasts as symbols of comfort, safety, and love. And get this, oxytocin doesn't just work in isolation. It teams up with dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, to create a rush of pleasure and happiness. So, when men engage with breasts, their brains are lighting up in ways that combine physical attraction with emotional warmth. It's like a chemical love story playing out in real time, one that's deeply rooted in both biology and bonding. Here's something even more intriguing. The release of oxytocin during intimate moments strengthens the emotional bond between partners over time. This is why physical touch, like cuddling, kissing, or yes, focusing on breasts, is such a powerful tool for building connection in relationships. It's not just about desire, it's about creating a deeper sense of trust and intimacy. So, while it might seem simple on the surface, the attraction to breasts is actually a masterclass in human chemistry. They're not just objects of desire, they're catalysts for connection, signaling our brain to feel closer, happier, and more bonded to the people we care about. 3. Cultural conditioning. Now, let's shift gears to culture. We live in a world where breasts are everywhere. Movies, magazines, social media, you name it. This constant exposure has elevated breasts to a symbol of beauty, desirability, and even power. From Marilyn Monroe to modern-day celebrities, the cultural obsession with cleavage has trained generations of men to view breasts as alluring and captivating. But here's the twist. This cultural conditioning isn't universal. In some parts of the world, breasts aren't sexualized at all. They're seen purely as functional. This proves that while biology plays a big role, society's influence can't be ignored. Men love boobs not just because of instinct, but also because culture has made them a focal point of attraction. 4. Psychological comfort. Beyond the biological and cultural factors, there's also an emotional layer. Breasts symbolize softness, warmth, and comfort, qualities that many people instinctively associate with safety and nurturing. This psychological connection often ties back to childhood memories of being held and comforted. For men, this can translate into a sense of calm and reassurance during intimacy. It's not something most people actively think about, but it's a deeply ingrained response that makes breasts more than just a physical attraction. They represent emotional security. 5. Pure pleasure. Finally, let's not overcomplicate it. Breasts are simply pleasurable. They're packed with nerve endings, making them a highly sensitive erogenous zone. For women, stimulation can feel amazing, and for men, it's just as enjoyable to explore that connection during intimacy. Breasts add an element of playfulness and excitement to physical relationships, making them a source of mutual enjoyment. Sometimes the simplest answer is the best one. Men love boobs because they bring joy and enhance connection in ways that are both physical and emotional. So there you have it. The top 5 reasons why men are so captivated by breasts. From evolutionary science to cultural conditioning and psychological comfort, it's clear that this attraction is about way more than meets the eye. Whether it's biology or bonding, breasts have a special place in human connection. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give this video a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and hit that subscribe button for more fascinating insights into relationships and attraction. See you next time.